everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim, Angeldreamcrafts, and I am here today to share my monthly design team project for White Rose Crafts. Now, as most of you know, White Rose Crafts has been closed due to the pandemic, but they are now reopened for US shipping, and I'm very excited about it. So I'm going to be doing a project once a month for White Rose Crafts, and this is my project that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And it's an altered file folder, which I'll get to in a second, but I wanted to share with you the paper line that I used from White Rose Crafts, and of course the link will be in the description box below. And I also have a discount code which will also be in the description box for you to save on your next White Rose Crafts order. So check that out below. So what I used the Craft a Clock paper vintage Bisou, which is right here. And it's a gorgeous paper line. I have worked with it before and I loved it so much I wanted to work with it again. It's very shabby and very vintage. And I used the 6x6 pad, and I also used the cardstock collection. It's a 12x12, and I'll show you when I get to my project. It has envelopes and pockets that you can cut out, and I also used the die cut ephemera sheet, and I used the Project Life card set, which is also, it's 12x6, that one. And all of those, and I used them all up, I don't have any left. I do have some of the paper line left, and as you can see, it's a really beautiful paper line. I love it. Very me, very vintage. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous paper. So I will show you my project, and I altered a file folder. And I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I did this, probably on a Tuesday live, probably with Amy, because I showed this to her and she wants to make one too. So stay tuned for that, probably in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing that. But this is the file folder that I altered. I just took one file folder and I'll explain to you what I did. So on the front here, I use this gorgeous lady who is from the Project Life card set. Same paper line, of course. And I just love her. So I put her on the front of my file folder. I also used these beautiful Kaiser craft flowers from White Rose Crafts. They have lots of paper flowers in the store, and I'm a huge paper flower lover, so I was very happy when they got the Kaiser craft line in. This piece here I actually created from the die cut ephemera sheet. There was lots of these little round pieces, so I just took my glossy accents that you can also get at White Rose Crafts, and I went over the top, and then I added some rhinestone trim to it here. I layered lots of vintage laces underneath it, and then there's a little butterfly ephemera tucked back here. I've got a vintage collar. There is some of the paper back here. It was a large clock piece, but unfortunately it ended up getting covered up, as happens when you do things. Laces from my stash, and this really pretty fringe trim on the bottom. And then on the side here, I used a philosophy tag from Tim Holtz, which you can also get at White Rose Crafts. They have a lot of Tim Holtz stuff in the store as well. The medal and key are from my stash. This little clock piece was also from the die cut ephemera sheet as well. And then this word inspire was from another digital kit that I had in my stash. And I think that's it for the cover. I'll show you the back at the end. And it opens up. I just used some hand-dyed seam binding for a closure, and it opens up like this. So you can see there's lots of room in here to you know, store your goodies. This would be great to store your ephemera in. You could store receipts in it. You could do all kinds of things with it. So let me get started over here. I actually backed all of the file folder with some vintage music paper because the pad was a 6x6, so it didn't fit, but I thought the music paper would be great. So all the background has music paper, and then I just layered the paper on top of it. So this first piece that folds over, I had cut from the file, and then I made like a little gusset here on the side because you need to leave some room because of course it gets chunky the more you add things. So I added that piece on first, and then here you can see this is a pocket, and these are some of the Project Life cards that I used, and I just used little lace snippets and vintage buttons for my ephemera, and that just slides in the pocket here. This is one of the envelopes that came in the envelope to cut kit. It's a 12 by 12 set, and you get quite a few little envelopes that I'll show you as we go through here, and this was one of them. So I made the envelope, and then there is some ephemera inside here as well, just a couple of little tags that came from the die cut sheet, and I'm just tucking them in the envelope for the moment so I can use them at a later date. And I made a little snippet here with more vintage laces, and then this is another embellishment I made here, the same way as I did on the front from the die cut sheet. Just use the glossy accents and my rhinestone trim. And this is a piece from the paper line that I created this big pocket with. And then in the center here, I'll lift this up first. This is another pocket here that came in the envelope set. And then this is one of the Project Life cards. Again, I used vintage laces, and that just tucks in there. Another little embellishment from the die cuts that I made. Snippets. This is some of the beautiful paper here with these beautiful Shabby roses. And then these are more Project Life cards and ephemera pieces that, again, I used my snippets and buttons on. And there you can see there's a pocket back here, and then there's a pocket here in the front, and then this one in the front here. So lots of room to put things. And then I took this altered CD holder, and I attached it with some double-sided tape, which you can also get at White Rose Crafts, just so you have a bit of a flip up here. And then when you open it, this is also some ephemera on the inside here that I will pull out. This beautiful lady came on the Project Life cards from the set, and I just put some lace on the back, and she just goes inside there so you can see what she looks like on the inside. Let me just tuck her back in there somehow, if I can get it in there. Of course I won't be able to because I'm on camera. Okay, we'll leave that out. And then this is a tag under here. So on the back there is another pocket, and then I added some more of the paper and some of my digital that I had in my stash. Just says believe, and the other side says magical. And then some of the paper, and that just tucks in the back. And then I've got another Tim Holtz philosophy tag here. This one says wander, and just some lace snippets. So that all goes in there, and then I just collaged some paper and buttons and snippets here. And then over here on this side, this piece was another part of the folder, and again I made a little bit of a gusset here, and then that gets folded over the side so you have another flip. And again, you can see the vintage music paper. This is another embellishment I made of this adorable little girl with the rhinestones from the die cut ephemera sheet. And I made another pocket here with another of the Project Life cards. More snippets and buttons. some of the paper from the paper line. And then this is another Project Life card here. And this was just a piece of chipboard from my stash. But she's so beautiful. I love her. And then just some vintage wedding dress trim along the top of all three of those. And then when you fold this side over, I've got another envelope from the envelope set in here, and you can stick a little tag in there. And then this is from the die cut ephemera sheet, the dragonfly. Another Tim Holtz philosophy tag here in silver from White Rose Crafts. And then this was a piece of the paper from the paper line, and I just made a tab with a smaller like scrap piece of paper just so you can pull it in and out, and you can see how pretty this paper is. I just absolutely love it. And I made a nice big journaling tag there. And then this pocket was also made from the paper, and I just cut a notch in it there. So this just slides in like that. And then when you flip over the back, you see there's 3 pockets here. This is a pocket here. This was also from the envelope set. I got 2 more pockets here. And I'm just going to put some little tags in here in both of these. Another embellishment I made from the die cut sheet. Exactly the same again, glossy accents and rhinestone trim. And then I made another pocket with more of the paper. This was from the Project Life cards, and just some lace and a button. And there's a nice big pocket in here. And then this could have been a pocket. I should have made it into a pocket, but I didn't. This was another Project Life card of that beautiful, adorable little girl. And I just layered some vintage laces. So yeah, and then the closure is just, again, little snippets, vintage button, and the seam binding. And as you can see, it closes up really nicely. This is great to store your ephemera in. You could, like I said, store receipts in it. You could do whatever you want with this. You can make more flip outs. I think the next time when I make another one, I'm going to have another flip out on this side here. So this will have this part here, but then maybe I'll put another page here that flips this way. So I think I might do that. There's all kinds of ways that you can, even on this one, you could do that as well. Excuse me. But yeah, so there's tons of things you can do here. I could put another CD holder down here to flip down. You know, there's tons of ideas that you can do with this type of project. And I really love this paper. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I hope you guys will go over and check out this paper because I really, really love it. So that's what it looks like in the store. And I hope that you will check out White Rose Crafts and all the goodies that I've used, the Tim Holtz products, the paper, the beautiful flowers. There are laces in the store as well. There's charms. There's pretty much everything. Stamps, stencils, inks, everything that you guys could want to craft with. So check out the link below to White Rose Crafts, and please stay tuned once a month for my projects because I'm very excited to share. I hope you like my project, and I will be back with another video soon. Thanks guys, take care.